I had to do another video today because I've seen a lot of videos about this, a lot of stuff on Twitter, and I thought it's worthwhile putting out my thoughts on this. In the next 24 hours, the United States is going to go through a transfer of power. And it's, for a lot of people, there's a lot of emotions there. There are a lot of people that, and I'm one of them, that don't agree with President-elect Biden getting into office because I don't agree with the election results. And there are a lot of people that are, holding out hope that, Trump and his team will pull out, a last-minute hat trick and, do something that would allow him to remain in office for another 4 years. Now, I'm somebody that, I certainly hope that happens because I believe that that would be right. And I believe a lot of things in this world are massively wrong in society, not only in the US, but worldwide, and have been for a long time. And I would like to at least think that there's a ray of hope that we could see some things change for the better on a massive scale, because I see in this country us heading off a precipice and sliding into, a socialistic, communistic type of society, which is not good. It has never benefited any country in which those ideas have been implemented. So it's a really concerning direction. And just in the past 24 to 48 hours, there's an alarming amount of calls from liberals, progressives, the mainstream media to demonize anybody who's a Trump supporter, labeling them as essentially a right-wing extremist and a domestic terrorist, which is alarming when, you look at an administration that has a great deal of power and control now, that with the House and the Senate, anti-terrorism laws can cause a lot of problems for anybody. If the liberals want to cause problems for Trump supporters, for conservatives, for libertarians, anybody who doesn't agree with their viewpoint could get pretty ugly. So I don't want to see us go down that route. There's a 99% chance we're going to go down that route, from my opinion. There's a 1% chance, actually it's probably 1 in a million, that Trump or somebody in his administration or the military, however that happens, that we have something different happen than Biden being sworn in or Biden, becoming president. I would like to see that happen. I don't think that's entirely, feasible. I'm also a very realistic person. But I got to tell you, like, if you're religious, like, pray that God helps us. If you are, not religious, but you're spiritual and you believe in, higher consciousness, spirit, whatever, then meditate, do energy work, whatever you think would help. Because I think, for all of us in the United States, we certainly need help. And I mentioned this before in the earlier video today, that the United States, what happens here, for better or worse, affects the rest of the world. And if we slide into, a really bad situation here, other countries will also follow suit in a matter of time. And that's really bad for all of humanity. And I don't want to see that. I look at, what's happened, and I go, if I were God and I were looking down at Earth and the people there and everything that's been going on, I would be like, you guys need to fix your own shit. I gave you this place, and like, here's what you've done. You need to fix this stuff. So I don't know what's going to happen. I certainly, one thing that I do find very interesting, a lot of other people have commented on this, I see no reason for tens of thousands of troops in Washington, D.C., and troops at every single state capital in every state in the United States. To me, that says two things. One, we aren't being told the full story, and something is going to go down. And who knows what's going to go down tomorrow or shortly after. The other thing is, if nothing big is going to happen and Biden is going to be our next president, as what will probably happen, it's extremely alarming to utilize, to leverage the military, the National Guard in this manner. It's very reminiscent of images in a video that you see coming out of North Korea or out of the Chinese Communist Party. And to me, it signals that the incoming administration knows that they're they weren't elected by the majority of the people, that their term in office is maybe a little fraudulent, that they're worried about people. And so when people are worried, they tend to put up defenses. And they put it, in this case, they've got a lot of walls put up, which is interesting because the Democrats, the liberals were always against the wall, building border walls, but they've got a nice wall around the Capitol with razor wire, and they got a bunch of stuff that makes it look like it, it's someplace in Baghdad or something. So either way, some big things are, the next 24 to 48 hours is going to be really interesting. A lot of people are, concerned about it. Some people are just kind of, detached from it and just going to sit back and watch, and which is really all you can do is to sit back, watch, and just kind of roll with the punches, see whatever, comes up, and you just deal with it, one moment, one day at a time. But anyway, I mean, this is a good time to lean on your religious or spiritual beliefs and just do what you feel would be beneficial, because it would certainly be nice to get help from a God. I don't even care what God it is, or what, energetic force or whatever, universal consciousness, whatever you want to think. I would certainly like to get some outside help, and I think, you would too, to help humanity get to a better place as quickly as possible and as peaceably as possible. So who knows? This is it's a really interesting time to be alive, and I don't know. There's a big part of me that's like, why the hell was I born when I was? Like, this isn't exactly a fun time to be around, to see what's happened to the world. And I think, there are a few people that think that way too. I know I've talked to a lot of people, with different belief systems, and they're like, some people believe in reincarnation, and they're like, I don't want to ever come back into this world. And I don't blame them. So you just got to keep your head about you. Just lean on your faith, whatever that is. And let's just, hope and pray that the best thing possible can happen, and that things go down as peaceably as possible. And that we don't slide into a really bad spot, which is one of the possibilities that we're facing. So anyway, just thought I'd put that out there. Stay, watch what's going on tomorrow. Just stay apprised of things, and always take care of yourself and your family first. Always remember that. And I'll be doing some videos in the future after the inauguration tomorrow, or whatever happens tomorrow. And until then, you guys take care. Good luck. God bless. Godspeed.